York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Good evening, I'm Joe Torres. Sandra has the night off, and here's what's making news this Saturday night. New tonight, a 61-year-old Asian woman is in critical condition at the hospital after a stranger hit her on the head with a rock. The attack happened yesterday morning in Jackson Heights, Queens. The assault is now the focus of a hate crimes task force investigation. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang is at Elmhurst Hospital tonight. Lucy.
Well, that's right, Joe. Another Asian has been savagely attacked on the streets of New York City. The victim has still not woken up after undergoing brain surgery here at Elmhurst Hospital. Meanwhile, police are trying to determine if this is yet another hate crime against an unsuspecting Asian.
And I feel so guilty because she's helping me. She's helping me to sweeping, but now she faced such a accident. I feel so guilty. I feel so sick.
Yi Hong-shea is brokenhearted tonight. His gentle tenant and friend has still not regained consciousness after a vicious attack, which is now being investigated by the Hate Crimes Task Force.
She's so sweet. She good for everybody. She just help the friend, the neighbor. She helped everybody.
It was the morning after Thanksgiving on 89th Street in Jackson Heights, Queens. 61-year-old GuiYing Ma went outside and started sweeping the sidewalk outside her apartment. We're told she was just trying to be helpful. It was not her job. It was her nature. While innocently trying to make her block just a little nicer, police say a 33-year-old man came up and bashed her head with a rock.
She is not awakened yet, and her head was just under surgery. She's still not awakened.
33-year-old Elisol Perez has been arrested and charged with assault and harassment. It's not clear if the system will release him before the victim recovers here at Elmhurst Hospital. The landlord has set up a GoFundMe page to help the humble couple pay for all their medical expenses.
I treat her just like my family. I feel so bad now. So I really want her to recover soon.
So much pain here. The victim does not have much family here in New York, but those who know her, love her, and are with her here at the hospital, praying for her complete recovery. We're live outside Elmhurst Hospital in Queens tonight. I'm Lucy Yang for Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Joe?
Lucy, thank you. The suspect in a deadly mugging at a Manhattan subway station back in July, now under arrest. 53-year-old David Robinson faces murder and manslaughter charges. Police say someone called the tip line after they spotted him in Central Park. The victim, 58-year-old Tenten Thuy, tumbled down a flight of stairs at a station in Chinatown after police say Robinson grabbed her son's backpack. She was in a coma for several days before she died. New tonight, COVID put the Islanders on ice. The NHL postponed the team's games through Tuesday because of a COVID-19 outbreak. The team says up to 8 players went into the league's COVID-19 protocol. The Islanders were scheduled to play the Rangers tomorrow and the Philadelphia Flyers on Tuesday. The NHL will reschedule those games. Now to the latest on the new, potentially more contagious Omicron variant of the coronavirus. It was first identified in South Africa, but the United Kingdom, Germany, and Italy all now have confirmed cases, with Belgium, Israel, and Hong Kong also reporting the variant has been detected in travelers there. Multiple countries, including the United States, impose new travel restrictions as the holiday season gets into full swing and with one of the busiest travel days of the year just hours away. Here's ABC's Elwin Lopez.
A new variant of COVID-19, Omicron, has been classified by the World Health Organization as a variant of concern. Health experts say it is different for 2 reasons.
We've seen it really take off in prevalence across multiple countries, but particularly South Africa, in very, very short order, meaning it probably is a lot more contagious. The second is the mutations in the spike protein where our antibodies work, making a lot of us concerned that our vaccines may be less effective against this variant.
The variant responsible for shutting down travel to the U.S. from South Africa and several other countries.
I've decided that we're going to be cautious, make sure there's no travel to and from South Africa and 6 other countries in that region, and except for American citizens who are able to come back.
Scientists have confirmed at least 87 cases of the new variant. 77 in South Africa, 6 in Botswana, 2 in Hong Kong, and 1 each in Israel and Belgium. And now 2 cases confirmed in the UK, both related to travel to South Africa.
The 2 individuals concerned are self-isolating alongside their whole household, whilst further tests and sequencing is carried out and contact tracing. The 2 cases are linked.
Dr. Anthony Fauci speaking on NBC, saying he would not be surprised if the Omicron variant is already here in the U.S.
We have not detected it yet, but when you have a virus that is showing this degree of transmissibility, and you're already having travel-related cases that they've noted in Israel and Belgium and in other places, when you have a virus like this, it almost invariably is ultimately going to go essentially all over.
Health experts stress the emergence of these variants underscores the importance of getting everyone vaccinated. Elwin Lopez, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, let's get a check of the forecast as many people start to head back home from the holiday feast. Jeff Smith tracking the AccuWeather forecast.
That's right. People on Channel 7 have been watching the Penn State at Michigan State game.
Yeah.
Got some snow there. That
Oh, yeah.
same Alberta Clipper heading in our direction. It could give us in many spots in the tri-state area our first snowflakes of the season. Overnight tonight. Right now, mainly clear skies out there. Actually had a beautiful sunset. That temperature 35, very cold. Northwest wind coming at about 6 miles per hour, making that 35 feel more like 30. The high on the day, 39. That's the first time this season that our high failed to reach the 40-degree mark, and 35, your low, is your current temperature. Well below average for this time of the year. In fact, the normal low was your high for today. To put it into perspective, 72, the record in the state back in 1896. Sun going down at 4:30 on the dot. And it's been a decidedly below average November temperature-wise. We've actually had 15 below average days versus 11 above average days, and we're expecting 3 more below average days to kind of round out the month. So a few flurries later on tonight, especially after midnight, could lead to some slick spots north and west of New York City where you have temperatures dropping below the freezing mark. Watch for a morning flurry or snow shower tomorrow and maybe an afternoon sprinkle or flurry. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot going on tomorrow. I think if you get a coating of snow north and west, it'll be overnight tonight. The work week starts on the cold side but finishes on a mild note. 37 right now at Newark, 34 Teterboro. You head farther north, you're all the way down to freezing already at Newburgh, 26 at Monticello. So any snow that falls in these areas will actually be able to accumulate even on some road surfaces overnight tonight. Satellite radar not showing much around here, but here's that system, that clipper moving across Michigan and Ohio, moving into western Pennsylvania right now. That'll race off to the east. A few flakes getting into western parts of New Jersey by around midnight. And look at the temperatures at the same time. I don't think we have any road troubles in and around New York City with numbers safely above the freezing mark, but you head as close as White Plains and Morristown. Yeah, maybe a little coating of snowfall even on the roadways. 3 o'clock in the morning is probably our best chance at getting a few flakes across much of the heart of our area. By 7 o'clock in the morning, a lot of that stuff is shifted off to the north and east. Again, tomorrow, not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot of forcing in the atmosphere to cause anything tomorrow, but there still can be a flurry or a sprinkle around tomorrow, even into tomorrow evening. As we head into the day Monday, just kind of a cold start to the week. Clouds increasing again by Tuesday. This clipper promises to weaken quite a bit as it moves just off to our north, so not really expecting any precipitation from that. Models not very impressed with the amounts of snow overnight tonight, but again, first flakes of the season for many, so that in that respect it's kind of significant. And again, there could be a coating north and west, best chance at a ½ inch or an inch up in the parts of the Catskills and Poconos. Increasing clouds overnight tonight, flurries late. We're down to about 34 in Midtown, maybe a flurry or snow shower tomorrow morning, maybe even a sprinkle or flurry during the afternoon. That high getting up to about 43. Cloudy with a flurry or sprinkle tomorrow evening. We're down to about 36 degrees. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Cold and breezy on Monday, 42. Mostly cloudy Tuesday, a pair of 4s. Upper 40s on Wednesday, and that warming trend continues. We're talking about a pair of 5s on Thursday. Could be a shower around, plenty of clouds. Clouds and sun Friday, 53. Sun giving way to clouds, maybe some late rain Saturday. But these temperatures well up into the 50s, ironically, as we begin the month of December. Joe, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Jeff, thank you.
Yep.